Okay, so here we are. Couple of updates for you. I've got obviously more of the body sitting on the car. The rocker panels, as you can see, sit kind of on top of the steel rocker panels, but what they really do, they tuck into the steel rocker panel. So when I drive down the road, that will protect the steel rocker panel will protect the fiberglass from shattering. Anyway, haven't done anything on the nose yet. That's going to be towards the end of the thing that I'm going to be doing that, because I still got to do the brakes. Obviously, I moved the battery out of the way, and the heater core, had to get that out of the way. The rest of the HVAC came out. I'm not sure how I'm going to put that back in, or if I am. Anyway, we actually test fit the clamshell of the car onto the chassis the other day, and ran into a bit of an issue that just requires more cutting. The back end of the Coyote, it comes right down. You get the wheel well, and then you have just the back end of the car that comes down, that goes straight across. Now you got the back end of the Porsche, you've got this whole taillight area. This all has to go away, so that can sit here because it follows the wheel well. So anyway, so this is going to have to be cut away, which isn't going to be that big of a deal. Just more grinding. What I want to do is I want to keep the structure of the trunk in place. So I'm just going to cut right on that line, and then cut that whole corner off. Underneath here, there is a fuse block, and then underneath the one on the other side over there is part of the tank for the coolant and the oil. So that's not going anywhere. So anyway, this bulkhead might be, I might cut it down. I don't know. Well, what I'm mainly trying to do is get this thing to fit. And you see the sides here. What I'm going to be doing there is seeing how those hit here, and then trim a little bit of the fiberglass to fit, to like key itself onto the back of the car. So built into the Coyote's body is the hinge points. It might not look like much there, but this whole thing is that long. There you go. So it's decently sized piece of structure within the fiberglass. So I'm going to keep that and then just work something into the chassis. I was planning on keeping those frame horns on there, but those will end up back way down there somewhere, so that's not going to work. So anyway, so I'll figure something out, but right now the car is sitting, the center section's sitting right where it needs to be. The next bit, I got to cut the door frames off, which in the original plan I wasn't planning on it, but with the way that I had to cut away this scoop here for head clearance, I'm going to end up getting rid of the whole door frame, but that's fine because that's correct for the TV car anyway. So over the next couple of weeks, what I want to do is fit the back end of the car and do the side scoops, which is with the Corvette fenders that I showed you earlier. Also, coming in the mail, hopefully today, tomorrow, the wheel adapters. I actually found a company that had the wheel adapters that went from the Porsche to a Mustang bolt pattern, a 5-on-4.5, which is what those are. So I'll be able to, as I'm fitting the body, put the correct wheels on it to see how they fit. And I'm quite excited about that. And the other big thing, this car is getting air ride. So what you're looking at here, I've got an airlift set with all four of the air shocks and bags, with the compressor, all the lines, and a 2.5 gallon air tank. So what that's going to do, I'll have a digital controller in there. I'll be able to lower the car when I get to a show, and the thing will drop from ride height, which is what it is now, which is roughly 6.5 inches. It'll be able to drop it almost all the way on the ground. So I don't have to worry about lowered coils and not dropping the car low enough. I can set this thing as low as I want it, and then lift it up and drive it down the freeway. So that's where I'm at. And over the next few weeks, because my factory's on shutdown, I'll see what I can get done. All right, later.